Well, this was a terrific win for us. Go back on the road again and do it and play really good football across the board. Um, I'm really fired up about that, and I'm so happy with the guys and the way we've approached these games mentally, and it's the challenge of flying across the country and playing in the morning. We're there. We understand how to do it, and I'm really fired up about that. That's such a good accomplishment, and these guys know how to get it done. So I like this team that we just played. Man, they get to do all kinds of stuff. They're a well-balanced football team, and we held them down. I think it's really worth noting how the defense played today. I thought they played great all day long. Yeah, obviously, we took the ball away from them a ton of times. 5 times, I think, today. We had 4 sacks. The pressure was there again like last week. We all wondered, are we going to have pressure this week? And we didn't have J.D. out there playing. Just thrilled for the guys up front that kept the heat coming and made it a hard day for their quarterback. The other side of it is on the offensive side, the fact that we ran for 175 today is a big deal to us. We want to run that football like that and make the big plays. But Rashad Penny really had a big day today, and it was great to see him come through and make some big plays and big runs and look so darn fast on his touchdown run. It's great for the big guys up front, too, to get that done. Okay. But the thing I think is really cool about this day is in the history, this way I understand it, in the history of the NFL, 100-year history, no starting quarterback or starting Mike linebacker has ever had 8 straight winning seasons. And why that's something that's so important to us to acknowledge is just the marvelous consistency that Russell has brought us, and really Bobby too. He's been there the whole time too, and it's just incredibly special to be able to accomplish that. I mean, it ain't never been done before, so I'm thrilled about that, and I'm thrilled for people to know, the kind of player that Russ is in particular, and the consistency and the class that he's always brought to the organization. Bobby as well. We're thrilled to be able to be part of that, and I'm thrilled to be able to have had a chance to coach through that too. So really, it's really exciting in that regard. So I don't know what it means in the big world of anything. We haven't done nothing yet. We got a long ways to go. It's a great stretch run coming up here, and it's all out there for us. We just got to keep going one day at a time and give ourselves a chance to play. I think we're coming back on Monday night. That'll be really fun to get revved up for that one, and this trip really worked out great. I'm really fired up about it.
What makes you win? You seem control your playoff destiny a little bit by wild card. There's just something about being able to set your own destiny now, especially this late in the season.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants. It's all you hope for. Is you're in control of it. We're in control of it. We can do whatever we want to do with this season, and that's the point. Is that you go right back to one day at a time. And if we can keep marching that way, these guys got the right mentality. They know how to get this done, and so we have a chance to have a really good day on Monday when we get back, and then we'll work our way to Monday night and have some fun with that opportunity too.
And he kind of handled the last few weeks of maybe not playing as much anymore.
Frustrated, but he has practiced marvelously. The last 3 weeks have been his 3 best weeks of practice. We really wanted him to play today and get in there and see what would happen because he's looked so good in practice. So I thought Chad Morton did a really nice job of rotating him and looking for his opportunity with the intent of getting shot out there. He came through beautifully. It was really a sweet game for him.
You didn't have to change your game plan at all with the weather starting off, rain, windy?
No, but the wind was a factor. It was a factor on both sides for both teams. I thought, particularly early on, ball was getting blown around, and I mean, just playing catch, you can see. And let me say this too. I think there's a fantastic job by Mike Dixon today. Kicked the ball like he did, put him inside the 25 times and inside the 5. I don't know, 2 or 3 times, which was just marvelous kicking. But it did affect that part of the game too. And it was in our mind that could a kick from the 35-yard line be good enough, in this kind of wind where you can count on it, because it was swirling around.
How do you feel? You guys missed some opportunities too.
Yeah.
Could have been a different game.
Yeah.
Metcalf catches the deep ball.
Yeah, we really did. We know that.
Yeah, I know. But
the point. Well, no, I'm not saying that you had to tell me. The point is that we know that this could have been different, and with this kind of defensive performance, it could have been a really big day. But we fell prey a little bit to that. Not being able to get the ball thrown and caught, like we like. Russ missed one that, a million times again, he ain't gonna miss that ball in the corner. We didn't take advantage of all the opportunities for sure.
When you think about all the close games that you've had this season, is there something about your team that's able to, to get through whatever the
I'd like
circumstances.
to think so. Yeah, I'd like to think so. And it comes from the leadership and these guys out there on the field, and the preparation, the mentality that we have. We don't care what kind of game it is, and if it's a close game, we're fine about that. If it goes all the way down to the nub, we don't care. It doesn't bother us a bit. Going down 3-0 right off the bat didn't faze anybody. We were fine about it the whole way through, and. So I do think we understand what it takes to win in those situations, and now we just got to keep proving it.
Do you expect Jadavian to play next week, and what can you, I guess, clarify?
I would think I'm optimistically. I think so. Yeah, he had some stuff that he had to go through here, and it just set him back a little bit because of the treatments. They were going to set him back a couple days, and if it could have, and it did. So he should likely be coming out of that, and we're hopefully he'll be better off by the next week.
Ziggy playing the way he did in this game, especially without Clowney.
Yeah, it's really fired up that he was contributing like that. It was really important. I mean, there's a lot of you guys that follow us really closely. You'd wondered how are we going to have a pass rush without JD after what he did last week, and we did. We did. So we've taken a new step forward, and we're getting better. And this is really, really important for the stretch run that the defense can start playing like this. Last 2 weeks have been really good days for our defense, and that's really important. And how you start. We got a chance to finish with a really good performance from these guys, and it's going to be necessary.
What did you see in the difference in the defense? I mean, last week we kind of all just, Jadavian was kind of the star of that, but this week,
we were just active, and a lot of different guys were active. I thought Griff did a nice job. Jeff did a nice job too. Unfortunately, Jay Reed sprained his ankle a little bit, but until then he did a nice job. So I just thought it was just a contribution from different guys. We pressured a number of times. I think mixing the rushes and stuff continues to help us, and it's just different. We're just better than we've been, and we've taken a big jump forward.
44 fumbles today. Is that something you guys harped on in practice this week?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, forever. I mean, we've never not emphasized it, but as we always say, they come in bunches, and today was a beautiful day of getting that football. It's the most important thing that we do in our game, in our style of play. It's the center of our philosophy. So for it to have a day like that and throw 5, that's huge. It's huge.
You mentioned the road wins earlier. To be 6-0 on the road, just what about this particular group has allowed you guys to?
What about this?
6-0 on the road. What about this team? Particular group of players.
They've embraced the challenges of it. They welcome that we're going to a hard place to play, and it's circumstances and all that. They know our routine really well, and they're taking advantage of it. So they're very clear in what it takes. I'm so fired up about Bobby and KJ and Russ and Dwayne Brown, the way they lead our guys to get prepared mentally so that we can play like we're capable, regardless of the situation. That's an enormous strength of a team. If you can have that, we got to hold on to it. We ain't done yet. Got a lot of work to do.
King played a lot. Looked like it's kind of your nickel back maybe.
He did play the nickel position today, and we liked him for the matchups.
Not just the pass rush, Pete, but the fact it's just the 4 getting home often. How much is that really key to your defense?
It's such a big deal. It's such a difference, and we just turned the corner. The last 2 weeks, I couldn't tell you that last week because it just happened once. But to come back and see our guys penetrate like that and really be scrapping, and we were close a lot, and I think we had recorded 9 hurries or something, on the QB. That's a big day. I don't know. I can't tell you what turned the corner. I would have said JD's contribution last week was really the trigger, but he's sitting over here with me, so the whole group has gotten better and we've improved, and it's a really, really exciting emergence that we need to hopefully capitalize on.
Long term,
what clicked for Ziggy today? It seemed like he had his best game.
He had a really good week. I think he also knew that with JD not out there, we needed him to come through, and I just think that he just was available for it. He's the strongest he's been. He's the heaviest he's been right now. He's been working really hard alongside and beyond what the other guys are doing to make sure that he's getting better as the season comes down the stretch here. And I'm really proud of him for understanding that you can keep getting better during the season, and he has. And maybe that's why we see him as active today. I don't know.
Pretty active. Is that a role that you think will just keep growing?
Yeah, really excited about it. I can't wait to see the film, all the stuff he was trying. He's a total different dimension than what we've had. He's a very unique player, and we're trying to figure out how to best incorporate that as we're trying to pick things up. Really, we should note that he did contribute both last week and this week, so he's been part of it too, and he makes us a lot faster out there chasing around.
You said Rashad sort of frustrated. Did you have to talk to him at all through this process?
Yeah, we talk all the time. Yeah, just trying to keep him encouraged, and it's like anybody. Well, we expect our guys to, to be frustrated. We expect them to, they all want to play. They all deserve to play. It's just sometimes it just doesn't happen, and it's how you deal with it. What he did is he got better. He's trimmer. He's faster. I mean, look how fast he looked today. He looked like he was shot out of a cannon, and that's because of the hard work. He got a little bit of fresh legs and benefit, and he took full advantage of it.
Of an X factor has Quandre been? I mean, it feels like things have clicked the second he's gotten
He's
line
doing
up.
stuff. He's doing stuff. Really excited about him. We don't know who got the forced fumble. We'll have to go to the videotape on that. Maybe you guys know better than we do. But there's some guys fighting over it. So we'll see. But he was involved, and I think Griff was involved too. Is that right? They gave it to Griff? Yeah, well, Q's going to be really upset about that. So just right. Just right.
Is he helping McDougal, do you think, Pete? Dick?
I think as a good player that's got experience and good wherewithal and all that, it helps other players. He's doing it. The confidence that comes from knowing that he knows the game and knows what's going on. The subtle conversations that they're having, sitting on the bench together, talking about the series and all of that. It's invaluable stuff. So it's the factor that that really good players bring. They help other guys around them play better, and I think that's part of it. I'm not saying that Bradley isn't helping him too, because Bradley's an experienced guy that we love in the program. But to have those two guys out there, they're really balling and making adjustments and talking through things, and we're going to keep getting better. We made a few mistakes today that we can eliminate easily, and we got a chance to keep improving.
How did the wind affect things today?
It was a factor in my mind. I just throwing the ball and playing catch. The ball was moving, and so particularly on the longer throws, the ball's moving all over the place. And well, we should say the catch and the throw that Russ got with Malik was just exquisite. It was an exquisite throw and catch, and the timing and the execution of that, the double pass thing was just such a tough catch, and Malik made it look easy. It was a great play. So that was an example of, that ball gets away from you. You saw DK had a couple balls that he might have been able to get, that it's getting knocked around, so it just moves, and you got to hope you can get it done.
Anything else?